Topic, Part 2, Hardcore. Produced by Black Bottom James at BKK Productions. Theme, Jesus is real. Please subscribe and prepare for astonishment and amazement. There are so many variances, and choosing a suitable application for your purpose always headed toward a path leading to an unknown destination or a distressful experience filled with agony and misfortune. Sometimes it is not a specific career path, but an eroding corridor of engagements challenging and examining the known attributes in your possession, diverging a path of opportunity in choosing, as a governing authority used to maneuver down a course of mistakes and miscalculations, hopefully, finally toward a successful venture. The wrong progression used in the wrong field will provide another wasted endeavor of time and effort. Although it is the same for service industries providing a relative different benefit, yet the variances, disparities or deviations will be exemplified or displayed for the advantage of their service, detailing nuances and refinements characterizing their service are superior, providing precisely the requirements, definitizing the selection of your choice, which are the best available. This defines the basics, detailing characteristics of the capitalistic system available in the US, Canada, UK and other countries. This integration forms the basis of human desires, and it may not be the best, but after all the stipulations, prerequisites and provisions asserted, it will be declared as the best. Yet, while most are proclaiming to be superior, the consumer is not fooled, realizing they are not always getting the best available service or the product, but consumer not really deceived. It is the best deal available for the money they can afford in spending for this product or service. Every continent has been given an equal endeavor of resources relevant for their progression and encounters. Every continent has many nations, yet, within the borders of those countries contain vast opportunities, possibilities and options for the expansion, development and growth potential for the benefit of nations of the earth through trade, markets and industry, which is why capitalism is the optimum economic system for all free nations. Although all countries lack the freedom of the creator, having it stolen by the enemy, many nations never progress to their potential, as there was never a basic foundation of freedom ever expressed, uttered or spoken, benefiting and prompting the citizens of those nations. Freedom is a basic necessity of any governing system in any thriving and independent nation. Without people having the God-given authority for self-rule, self-identification or self-discipline, what authority is there providing an individual to govern himself, with limitation, restrictions, control being available by a government creating, commanding and constraining rules, directing and regulating your own self-progression? It is not from God, but from the enemy. Anything other than capitalism is a rouse designed to control and dominating your pathway or chosen corridor in this journey we call life. As I progressed from teenager to adult, I never really considered the type of economy of the US. I am pretty sure someone mentioned it along the way, but never gave it much consideration until my senior year in high school. When there seems to be lack of funds passing through the fingers, my concern was keeping the flow of money going. Later on in my senior year, I paid closer attention to a course in economics, proceeding to understand the basic of this economic system called capitalism. In trying to retain what I learned, it became clearer of once, supply and demand. This laid the foundation for additional learning designed in helping understanding the economic conditions and their application underlying the essential of basic economic theorems. I didn't know our economy was designed and groomed for a specific system of exploitation explicitly designed in capturing our creative and innovative traits. This information defined and explained the differences in capitalism, communism and socialism of the USSR, Egypt, Libya, Angola, Mozambique, Chile and China. Using time as a teacher, both economic systems of Russia and China eventually changed. The Russian system went bankrupt and the Chinese adapted a resemblance to a capitalistic system, enhancing their economic system for performance but lacking the integrity required for sustained execution. Unfortunately, we can ascertain and glean the cause and effect of the Chinese system failures in so many ways, mostly the CCP never truly being autonomous from the controls of Xi Jinping and the CCP. This economic system was placed in our hands for a specific purpose, as it is an equal opportunity system based on the private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit. It fits the nature, direction and landscape of this country and others, providing its citizens to be impetuous, conservative, ambitious and spontaneous, all embedded together and forming this near-perfect conjugation for breeding a society. Anything other than capitalism is a rouse designed to control and dominating your pathway or chosen corridor in this journey we call life. It is not from God, but from the enemy. There must be something of value or importance enticing people to come and serve, knowing or believing this will give more than receiving, being beneficial to all, as time passes and grasping a greater understanding of what is being offered. The enemy is not stupid. He realizes there must be something in the offering for all in receiving and acknowledging a knowledge or practice that cannot be performed by others, and gaining the most from this experience, encountering and believing. Therefore, a god or gods are created for worship and adoration and delivering all things beyond their ability, or for protection from any actions causing distress, suffering or misfortune. This stirred belief in a being of supernatural power and abilities becoming apparent and accessible and providing some form of security or reassurance in distributing their needs in all things beyond their control. Yet belief in a higher authority would give them access and availability for sacrifice and worship to that specific god or deity, supposedly controlling all elements of their society's needs and objectives. The availability of services in the religious marketplace are vast, within various beliefs containing so many variances of choices in fitting the needs of those inclined, as these groups are following the century-old paths of those ancestors, cultivating principles and theories of commitment and unwavering dedication to untenable and radimanthine results. However, sometimes an increase in services with competition, better quality, lower prices and innovation, which will provide a better product or service bringing more value to the consumer. Yet, in choosing a religion, these factors don't appear to be relevant. These have always been the factors of deinitialization of our entire system of products and services. We know if there are only a couple of products, the price will increase due to a lack of others in that market segment requiring a better product and being manufactured, or better services to be offered. All embedded together and forming this near-perfect conjugation for breeding a society.